And I think the scene hasn't shifted yet, but I think we're off.
Yeah, we're good to go. Good luck, Solid Snake and Darkrid.
There it is.
Thank you, thank you. Darkrid's already running with a 104.
Yeah. I think that might be maybe cropped wrong or something. Or he's just not running his timer, I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably not. But it's fine. At least we have one timer going.
Yeah, that's all cool.
So good thing about just this fight is that it's scripted. You won't actually die, although it is possible. But that's probably one of the hardest things to do in the game is to get killed by Series Ridley. I haven't really seen it that often. It's pretty much intended for you to not die there. I mean, that'd be kind of lame to start off the game. Like right off the bat, you just die.
Yeah. I do remember playing this game for the first time and getting there and being like, oh, wait, a boss already? What is this? And it really freaks you out if you don't realize that you can't actually die there.
Yeah, it just like plops you right in and you don't know anything about the game. Well, I guess that's kind of cool at the same time and not something that you really see. Because suddenly boss and it's all up in your face. Because I didn't even know he can disappear.
It's really intense music.
Yeah. Also, what I noticed about the music is that sometimes it starts off, mouse. Sometimes it starts off, and you can hear like it goes dun 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 dun, and you hear this like,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you're escaping, by the way, you don't hear the. So I think there's like two different versions of that song.
Oh. So one is in an actual boss fight, and the other is just when you're running.
Yeah. I'll see if I can point it out, because sometimes it's just like subliminal, just one of those subliminal things.
So a very clean fall there through the parter by Darkrid. Snake having a little bit issues there, but getting a moonfall here. Both of them are using moonfall, which is a technique that makes you fall very fast. That's kind of the short version of it. But you can only use it if you turn a specific thing called Moonwalk on, which affects a lot of other things in the game. So some people prefer to play without it.
Yeah, I think for the longest time, a lot of, I guess, runners and testers alike have been wanting to experiment with Moonfall, or Moonwalk, before Moonfall was discovered. And I think to some degree they said that a taster could benefit more from Moonwalk, but this was still before they discovered anything about removing the cap on the fall speed. They said that it could help out with underwater physics if you were to moonwalk as a tasker. Yeah, it was like not a lot of info came out about it, but it's out there. Someone knows it. And I got to speak about Solid Snake a little bit before the race started, but I also do want to point out that Darkrid comes from the A Link to the Past SM combo rando side. I know this because I had the pleasure of racing him during the 1v1 tournament that happened mid last year. And it's cool that he got to participate and that he was that much interested in being able to run, because he's just doing randomizers all over the place. And so we got a bunch of people partaking. We have just runners that have been playing it for a while, and then runners that are just new or coming from different communities.
Runners there on the climb. Both of them, I think, had a little bit of issues with it. It's a difficult part, but they didn't get stuck for too long. So the difference between them is still very, very small. They're actually, ooh, that's basically a sink.
Yeah. Dark with the calculated 69 energy.
Neither of these runners are full energy now, so they're gonna have to hope for good drops from BT. Yeah. If you're full health, he will only drop missiles. And now he can drop either, and you want as many missiles as possible.
Yeah, because your regular beam shoots pretty much a fifth of what a missile would
Nice fight,
do
Pixie.
in terms of. Oh.
It's actually interesting there is that we saw BT's head blow up on darkrid screen, but not on Snake's. The reason for that is so a missile does 100 damage, and BT's head only blows up when he's below 100 health. So if you finish him off with a missile, you do that exact damage without blowing his head up, and saves, I don't know, maybe a second. That's why you can see people counting during that fight to make sure they don't shoot him too much with without missiles, because that does only a 20 damage each. Oh, nice D-boost by Darkrid. I do like that D-boost.
Yeah, it's a really comfy and convenient D-boost out of that. I mean, you make most out of taking damage, so why not D-boost? Also, did you see what Snake did over at Alcatraz?
No, I didn't actually.
He completely skipped it.
He just
He
went
didn't
right?
go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really important thing to kind of like point out.
It's a good decision.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel it's a good thing to point out?
Oh, pretty much because everyone tends to worry about Alcatraz, you know, being and it is a big time save, that's for sure. But when you're learning the game, it's kind of a thing where you shouldn't trouble yourself too much over tricks, because eventually you will get the hang of them. But for the most part, it's a matter of being able to complete your run and seeing how fast you can get through with it without having to. Like, if you're so limited to practice, why not just try to get runs out of the way first?
Yeah. I definitely feel like I'm personally a big fan of just feeling smooth with my movement and not necessarily going for the fastest or most swaggy strats. So if I know that I'm gonna miss a certain trick like 5 times before actually getting it, I'd rather just go for a different strat so I can keep moving. Even though the original strat may be faster, but it's just like if you're more likely to screw it up, then I'd rather not go for it. Unless I'm on like already a really bad run, then I don't really care. Missing Alcatraz 3 times is slower than going intended. Something like that, yeah.
I guess, like for you like having a flow of game that's uninterrupted. So if you have like really good movement, it just feels nice and it looks nice.
Yeah.
Being able to execute that the way that you can.
I really hate getting stuck in certain places. I'd rather just keep moving.
Yeah, like, so pretty much unless the game forces it, and it will at certain at different levels of of gameplay. As you get better, you will have to obviously start cutting some stuff. I think
Yeah, for sure.
something this would be like
Okay, we
in between
see
graphics.
a first deviation here. Snake is going up to get this phaser beam. This will give him some. Basically, it makes it easier for him to aim, and it also gives some extra power to his beam. Whereas darkrid opts to skip it. They're gonna take mostly the same route, but they may have like some minor differences like this. So they were really close. Right before this, they actually came into this room about the same time the room Snake is in right now. But with Snake picking up the space beam, he loses a little bit of time here, but may save that time on boss fights.
Right, yeah. That's really important to point out that what might look like a huge time loss could definitely pay off, in the long.
Because there's let me think, at least 3 boss fights that are a lot easier with Spacer. Like I would say Fantoon, Botoon, and Dragon have it Spacer Beam is very, very useful for those fights, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
You don't use it anymore in Ridley, and for Kraid, it kind of depends on if you get the quick kill, like Darkrid just did.
Nice
kill. Yeah, nicely done. Because then it doesn't matter, but if he stands up, the Space Beam will be useful again. I wonder if Snake always crouches. Oh no. Ooh. He shot his super a little bit too early, so the Kraid's mouth did not lock at the right moment. So he'll just have to wait until Kraid opens his mouth again and then keep going with the fight. Oh.
Just wants to be careful. I think there was a large energy drop there.
Yeah, he got some large energy. He's gonna leave that one. So basically what he needs to do is first shoot Kraid, then Kraid will open his mouth, and then he can use his ammo or his beam again to shoot him again. He has to be really careful here. Good.
Almost nice job.
Yeah,
oh.
Good job. That is definitely something that was made much faster because of his phaser beam.
Yep.
If he didn't pick up his phaser beam and missed the quick kill and had been in the same situation, that would have taken forever. This wasn't too bad.
So another thing that a lot of people don't know is that you really can't shoot Kraid anywhere to get him to open his mouth. So you could like angle down and shoot his belly. Just as long as it's not the arm, Kraid should open up.
Yeah, I usually try to hit his belly because it's easier to hit than his face, because his hand is always in front of his face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Darkrid tried to kill the little enemy in that room to open a door, but now he missed, so he'll have to do it again afterwards.
Which happens to be something, that would help out a lot when you have Spazer. Spazer would help out a lot in that.
Yeah. Darkrid tried to use a missile because just using one shot would not have killed the little crawly dude. What's it called? A Sova? A Nova? Sova.
Yeah.
And Snake can just basically just keep standing, shoot once, and the Sova is dead. So he hopefully won't have any issues with that, unless he doesn't fall into the little gap. That's something that happens sometimes. Ooh, did Darkrid use a super on the blue door? Oh god.
I saw that. It was a really angry.
Definitely mad at that blue door.
That's the great thing about SM is that you can really let out a lot of frustration. See, there we go. Nice job.
There we go. Good job by Snake. And thank you, Spazer Beam.
Well, I guess you're right. I mean, it's good for something. No, but legit, you're right. Does he want to farm it or does he want to skip? He wants to skip it.
He wants to skip the missiles, I think. Yeah.
Which
Some
honestly
people
still
choose
fine.
to go over. Some people
Yeah.
choose to go over to get the missiles, but because Snake was like, I don't need these missiles. Let's just skip them. Maybe he gets the ones on the moat. I'm not sure.
There's several that happen to be in the way. One of which is in the room that Darkrid will be entering soon. What is this? Oh god. These farms.
Snake has definitely been playing very, very controlled. Apart from his crate fight, everything has gone really well up to this point, I would say.
Yeah, because with your regular shot, pretty much without Spazer,
Oh, this is the wall jump though.
you always have the stress of having to double shot everything or triple shot sometimes.
The problem with the Bubble Mountain where Snake is right now is that the waver at the top will move out of position, along with King Kak trying to shoot you down. So if you don't get it first try, it's actually going to be harder to get up there.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. King Kak is not having it today. He killed him now, so there you go.
Thank God. Darkrid's gonna be picking up his second beam of the game.
The Vohayo beam.
Aw. It's Ohio because you wave goodbye to Norfair.
Oh, I thought it was Vohayo because it's called the wave beam.
Oh yeah, that too.
All right.
Right. People
smart.
Oh, nice D-boost. Holding jump, mind you.
Holding jump while falling down. Does not really make sense, but oh, I like that farm actually that Snake just did. He
Yeah.
got another super there. He'll be able to get another one from the same CAC in a little bit.
Actually, that kind of goes in hand with what you just said about Snake playing more controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not like he's taking, a bet on another farm giving him a super. He knows that CAC attack gives him another super.
Yeah. He definitely has a plan. And I think that is one of the most important ways to get faster in this game is to know what you want to do in every single room.
That's what I liked about this tournament too, is that based on the nice jump
yeah.
escape at it. What this tournament has shown us, like watching different runners, and I guess Phazon Knight kind of comes to mind in terms of like backups for strats and how familiar you happen to be with the game. You really get to see a huge variety of playstyles.
Yeah. Phazon Knight has incredible backups. Did Darkrid?
Maybe it's just his capture.
Yeah, maybe his capture.
I hope.
His timer is going.
I hope it's his capture.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, good.
I was like, did the game crash? It can't crash there, right?
Yeah, no. I got scared myself because I saw him spark into the wall.
Yeah. You can crash the game in the room before by just sparking at the wrong frame. I think at the same frame as the yapping wall tries to grab you or something, but that luckily did not happen. Snake also going for Alpha Spark. The same thing happening to him.
I really liked what darkrid was going for. He's going for the hundo strat, trying to jump and morph. I really do feel like Snake made up some time here, though.
Yeah, Snake is definitely going pretty fast right now. Looks like he's gonna kill some rippers to make this easier. The top two. That was honestly. Come on.
Oh, no. God. That was actually cool.
That would have been so good. Damn.
The Snake. There we go.
Snake definitely practiced that red tower though. Like you can tell that he knows what's up with that room because so the Rippers actually only move when they're on screen, and you saw him jumping up and down to get the second Ripper out of the way before shooting his very wide beam all the way to the top. Because that Ripper would have been in the way if he had just shot and not jumped a couple of times.
Yeah, just stuff like this, how a runner is willing to adapt, you know, to strats and to rooms at their own, pretty much gameplay, their own level. It's kind of cool because you pretty much see how a runner will solve a room kind of on the fly.
I did like what darkrid did there as well. He jumped up, angled down, and shot some blocks to get them out of the way instead of just rolling in and hoping that they were gone. You get stuck there and you have to put a bomb down or shoot kind of awkwardly. He just shot. He just jumped up, shot down, and no issues there. Getting ready for his Bantoon fight here. He's a little bit low on health, but he should be fine. He can take 4 hits. Oh no, more even.
That's good. That's a controlled fight too.
Going for Dopplers.
So it's going back to what you said about missile and their damage output. Essentially, all it takes is just 25 missiles to kill Bantoon. Okay, Snake got the spark. It's really good energy drops for darkrid.
So what he's trying to do is a Doppler, meaning you have to shoot the missiles. So he shoots 2 missiles, 2 more missiles, and then he waits for Bantoon to come back and tries to shoot a bunch of missiles in a row, which you have to do at a certain rhythm or they won't actually hit and Bantoon will disappear.
Thankfully surviving the fight. Good job, darkrid. One of the harder bosses, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. Snake farmed a little bit before the fight.
Yeah, the farm right before Fantoon should really speak as to how dangerous Fantoon actually is.
He doesn't actually have a super, so he had to missile AI door.
Also interesting that he doesn't pick up ice, though.
Yeah, for sure. He might be kind of working his way to dropping both ice and spacer. Because with him not using spacer right now, it looks like he might go for X factors. Yes. Those Ellie did not hit. I think one of the particles hit, but the other's still flying around. Each particle does 300 damage. So if you hit 4 at the same time, you actually do 1200 damage in one hit, which is really cool. But if you don't hit them and those particles are flying around, you can't actually shoot anything until they're gone.
Yeah, they're pretty much forced on screen. Snake.
His health is low right now. Be careful! Oh god.
Oh, and these hitboxes on the flames are so bad.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Alright, he's back to decent health now. Darkrid at bowling can take a little break here right now. With a decent lead.
Any moment now, there's Fantoon.
Oh god.
Oh, he cannot. Yeah, he cannot take a hit at all.
Okay, good.
No, he can't, but wouldn't want to.
Fantoon was pretty nice on the flame drops there, allowing Snake to pick up the health.
The bad thing about the flames is that they also have really bad hitboxes. So.
Yeah, and you don't really know where they're going. Like, they can hop left or hop right. And I don't really know what it's based on. Maybe it depends on the flame. There seems to be some kind of pattern to it, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is hard to tell. You know what is the worst also? Is when you kill flame and then you run through, and obviously its hitbox is still there, so you take the damage anyway.
Oh yeah, when it's dead, but it's actually not dead.
Yeah.
Alright. Snake killing Fantoon. Good job.
I don't know why, but I feel like even though he was close to death, I kind of wasn't too worried. I don't know why.
Because it feels like he's been in control.
Yeah.
I think that's why. Like, he may have had other kind of meh Fantoon fights, and because of that knows how to survive if bad things happen. Was trying to go for some extra farm there, but didn't get too much. Darkrid quickly making his way through Hickway, that was actually really nice.
Possibly he might be picking up slowest refill. Guess not. Oh.
Looked like he went back and then he went and then he did it and then he's not taking it. Nice D boost.
Yeah, that was pretty clean. There's that wall jump. I can't do that wall jump. That's so tough.
Why? Not that
because
bad.
It is. Yeah, they're impossible. Hey, Darkrid is having a really nice start to Meridian, honestly.
Oh. Snake sparked to the left instead of jumping up.
He did it
But
beyond
honestly, that wasn't too bad of an attic, even though that spark happened. And now we see Darkrid on his way to, I guess, the second mini boss. He's gonna fight Boss Woon. Honestly, BT doesn't even really count.
Or BT. Just a pushover of a mini boss.
Let's see what he does. Oh,
It's
interesting setup.
Yeah.
Sadly, the particles did not hit, but it looked like it could have worked.
It could have worked for sure.
Ah, supers.
He just wants to be careful because Batoon does hit for 30. And as long as he's...
Charge shot, stay in the left corner. And hope Batoon does not do... Oh god.
What?
He pooped himself a little bit there, but...
Yeah.
he's fine. Oh, come on. Good.
Oh, I think he should.
Batoon should not do that again. I think Batoon is done shooting at him.
Yep, it looks like it.
Stay in that corner. Move out.
Should back up a little bit more.
Yeah, he's just like one step to the right.
He feels like he's a pixel away from death, but
okay, good. He made it. He will need some ammo after this, but he can. There's a farm spot really close, so he should be fine. Alright, we see Snake moving through a lot of the same rooms that Darkrid just went through, but with an overpowered spacer beam.
Yeah, the thick.
Yeah, can farm a lot easier. Let's see, Darkrid attempt at Happy. Oh, yeah. He opened the door, but he just sparked a little bit too early, and the door wasn't actually completely open when he sparked into it. What's kind of weird about the Happy is that you have to delay that spark, so you have to activate it, and then wait in the air before actually sparking, which is, I don't know. I had a lot of issues with that.
It feels, to me, when I was learning it, it felt kind of counterintuitive because you feel this pressure from the timer. You know, you only have a limited time that you can set up to spark. So, and also
yeah,
because
you
you're
want
trying
to
to
be
go
fast. Oh, Darkrid is not taking a save here? I thought he said he would. So, bless RNG, his health is good.
It could be that he's on PB pace, maybe?
Maybe so.
But for sure, yeah, good luck to Darkrid with the Dragon fight.
Good short charges.
Yeah, those are really good.
Good start. That's a coup. Oh, no, it's not. Come on, Dragon. Stop swooping. Come on. What's she doing? Stop.
These swoops. Okay, there we go.
Of course, when she goes, Darkrid does not get the short charge, which is just, that's just the way this fight works, to be honest.
That's just the law of this game.
It always happens. When you want that short charge, you don't get it.
Oh, Snake here.
Using some extra supers, I think? Right. Darkrid has to be careful now. Switching to ammo. He could potentially spark another time, but
Yeah.
chain damage could kill him at this point. Are we still going for it? No.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that he got
Oh,
those
God.
missiles.
Be careful.
Dragon hits for 40.
With the super. Good.
At this point, it's just a really smart
shot a
idea
little bit too early.
to wait the goops out.
Oh no. Let him go. 60 D-pad inputs.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Please.
He has to be careful. Okay, good.
Nice.
Good.
That he's safe for sure.
That's a lot of health he got there. Is he trying to...
I think he is.
Oh god!
Oh.
That's so scary when people go for that at such low health. But he killed Dragon. Good job.
Also, GG for Snake right now being able to
Snake
kill.
also really low on health, actually.
Yeah, and so that snake on snake action.
GG to both.
I mean, how ballsy that strat was for Darkrid. I'm so glad that he got it and that he didn't die.
Oh. Oh god. Snake,
No.
press down.
Oh,
That's not something you want to do.
no.
That's a lot of health he lost there.
Oh my gosh.
So Sam has stopped because he ran out of health to do that. So he's just gonna have to farm here.
Yeah, no other choice in it. And I mean, technically, you could farm all your ammo like that too, while continuously farming.
Farming health.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's getting those supers. Alright, he's full. And going for a halfie. Sparked up at the last moment. But good attempt nonetheless. Meanwhile, Darkrid is moving through some of the worst rooms in the game, to be honest. I hate this part. It's really bad.
It is. I think most vertical rooms especially.
Yeah. I was just thinking that, like, that part from basically getting space jump up to Lower Northrite entry, I need to practice that, and I feel like most people need to practice that, because it's really hard.
It actually, yeah, it is. There's a lot of time bleed there, and a lot of people also tend to not realize it. Even I myself, it took me a while.
Snake also not saving.
I think he's fine.
He should be fine.
Pretty much, his super missile count should knock off close to 3/4 of whatever Dragon has in terms of health.
Turn off the wrong beam there. Trying to do an X Factor at the start.
Yeah, he wanted the golden shower. Dragon. That's the new tech.
Misses the short charge.
It's a little tougher when you have X Factor particles, though.
Yeah, it kind of changes the rhythm a little bit because of lag. Using those supers he collected. Trying to get some more particles in. Maybe a short charge. He's just using all of his methods here.
Let's try an X Factor again. You have the ammo, so yeah, why not? Ooh, darkrid with the spark.
That's definitely a nice spark. There's a little gap in the floor there that if you try a run across it, you fall down. So some people like to jump over it, open a door, jump over it into the next room and space jump, or you can press down and spark through it. I think the space jump is a little bit faster because of the crash animation, but it's both definitely better options than falling down into that little gap. Oh, darkrid.
Should be going south from here, though.
I think you will. There's basically two different routes he can take. Yeah, he's going. Going south gives you a free refill along the way, which is really nice. Going north is, well, what is it? It's not faster, but the southern route is harder to optimize, something like that. But they're barely different.
Right, exactly, because I still feel like no matter what level, you're still going to be making some mistakes despite the route that you take. And for north, they say that it's a little bit more consistent, but I don't know. So southern route seems a little. It just seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you kind of just hold right and run.
Yeah, that's the game. It feels like a Mario game.
Yeah, or Sonic, something like that.
Yeah, Sonic makes sense. I have never played Sonic.
All right, is Snake gonna attempt the plasma spark? He is. Oh, so close.
Yeah, he was really close right there. I'll give him the bounty anyway, because no one else compares to the amount of effort and blood and sweat and tears that Snake just showed us.
Darkrid, meanwhile, entering Lower Norfair, the most dangerous part of the run, is everything here is out to kill you.
Yeah, but we even have some people still go out of the way to pick up screw attack, which I think is good. But go on, you were saying?
Oh, I just wanted to say that he picked up the Nutella refill, so his health is full going into this place. And hopefully, he won't have too many issues leaving.
Just wants to kill this, or maybe just get him out of the way. That's fine. Some good space jumping. Try to wall jump off this. There we go.
That wall jump is a little bit weird because it's very tight little platform, and you're usually scared to hit the space pirate that's right behind it. I would say Snake is maybe 4 minutes behind by now. Something like that. Darkrid's trying to K-go through the platforms there, but failing to do so. If you morph at the right time, you actually fall and you clip through the platform. Oh. See some glitch out sprites there on the Darkrid's screen, because he tried to do... Well, he tried to kill a pirate with his shadows, but they didn't die, so the shadows remained. $270 energy for Ridley. Looks like he might opt to farm.
I think it's a good idea, especially given if he knows the his current status in the run.
Yeah, if he knows he's this far ahead, he has the time to farm a little bit. So he's trying to kill those bugs at the same time and pick the drops up at the same time, because then they will reappear again at the same time. They will reappear when the drop is picked up. Snake skipping the tail refill, but he looks very healthy, so that should be fine.
There's the
Yeah. Darkrid started his fight off with a bunch of supers. And now it's just the plasma beam shots. Usually it would be 20 plasma beam shots, but for every 3 supers... No, wait, for every 3 supers, that's 2 plasma beam shots. So, I must say I didn't count how many supers he hit, but for every 3 of those, he has a plasma shot less.
Darkrid.
Careful.
I feel like he should be.
No. Damn that tail.
That tail is the worst.
That was a really good run for Darkrid, I would say.
He was going in. Oh my god.
Damn. Yeah. And Darkrid has opted to forfeit the match. Sadly. But still GG to him. That was a very nice run up to that point.
Yeah, Darkrid sharing that he was really... He was pretty much blown away by his performance, because that was a really good run for him. So as you can tell, he's definitely on the road for improvement, and well, definitely give him a follow. And, I applaud him for that.
Meanwhile, we see Snake here picking up the Firefly E-Tank. So it gives him a little bit extra health for Ridley, plus a free refill. Which is always appreciated in this game.
Yeah, those Ridley patterns. I don't know. It just...
It's always his tail, too.
his tail, yeah. And I always say that the tail is like a boss of its own or something. Because it can do everything. It can knock you out of screw attack. It can block your shots.
Darkrid had, I think, 4 tanks going in to Ridley. And he said he was 1 minute and 21 seconds ahead at Boss Moon. which is definitely a crazy pace.
No, so it doesn't look like Snake safety saved, but he tanked. Picking up the Firefly tank.
Tanky tanked.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, he didn't save, but with the extra tank, he has a little bit of extra safety, so we'll see what he does here. He might be aware that Darkrid died. He's not farming, he's just going in. Three. Okay.
I know you have a preference to fight Ridley, and maybe Snake would too.
I definitely prefer it when Ridley swoops. And the way to get him to swoop is to spend as little time possible on the platform. So basically you want to jump as soon as you land. If you stay on the platform, he's more likely to pogo.
Oh my gosh.
Some people actually prefer him to pogo because then you can do that. But to me it just seems dangerous. Oh god. Oh jeez.
Snake. Oh my gosh.
He's dead, he's dead. Oh!
What? Did he?
Oh god.
What are we doing?
So we have 2 deaths right now. Snake is starting over, he's going. I don't know if darkrid wishes to unforfeit this.
Yeah. So what are we doing? If darkrid wants in, he can, obviously.
Yeah. Darkrid can just type .unforfeit and keep going.
Correct.
And it will be a brand new race.
Looks like he's
undone or something?
There you go, yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah. He seems to want to start over.
He's going in. Oh my gosh. So we got a special.
The special double race. Let's see if Darkrid starts going.
I think he can pretty much just continue.
There he goes. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So round 2.
It's actually really interesting because so Darkrid obviously did not expect Snake to die too, opting to forfeit instead of starting over immediately, and because of that, he now is behind. Whereas if he would have started over immediately, he would have. But they're really very close to each other right now.
This actually, I feel like this is the first time, right, that both runners have died and they still continue to race. I think it might have happened one more time, actually.
I think maybe even in a race with Snake? I'm not sure. I think it might have happened where both... No, it definitely happened, actually, because in one race... I don't remember who it was, but they died at Kraid, and then the other died at Dragon, and then...
Right.
And then the other also died at Dragon. I think that may have been Darkrid, actually. I'm not sure. That was a crazy race. With, like, 5 BT fights or something.
Oh yeah, it was by BP. Forgot. It's a huge death count there for Bomb Chorizo.
Snake with some clean wall jumps there. Well, messing up a little bit right now. Oh no, he fell down even further.
Yeah, I hate when you get stuck in that loop and it looks like you're wall jumping downwards.
Yeah. You're
It's-
getting the animation, but just pressing jump probably a little bit too early, a little bit too late, and while jumping down perfectly.
yeah. Then it's also new tech for 2019.
Right. Snake is full on health, which will help in the BT fight coming up right now. While Darkrid is also climbing up on the right side here. It was a smart play by Darkrid. He got hit, decided to wait a second for the pirate to actually drop some health, and then kept going. Now Darkrid is saying, oh, these wall jumps are annoying, I'm just gonna climb on the other side. There you go.
Do you sometimes find it harder to wall jump from one side
Yes.
to another?
Lately, I can't wall jump on the right anymore. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I think that might also be why a lot of people tend to struggle for the climb.
It's just your timing is just like slightly messed up. You have a pretty nice window to actually do a wall jump. I'm not sure how many frames it is. It's pretty lenient. But if you're just if you're used to trying to do them as fast as kind of usually you would jump too early, like basically jump before you actually hit the wall, and then you just get stuck in that cycle of bad rhythm.
Yeah, it's hard to adjust as it's kind of like happening because you might accidentally fumble an input and then it just all goes.
Darkrid having a nice fight there. He didn't blow up BT's head this time, which he did last time, so that's better, an improvement. Oh, nice first try Alcatraz.
Yep. And Snake, yet again, being the first to hit Green Brinstar.
Yeah, I'm getting some deja vu here with where these runners are right now.
Yeah, it's like
Ooh.
that's the glitch in the Matrix that happened right there.
Snake fell down during the Mog Ball, like he didn't get the Mog Ball and then fell through the floor. If he just fell a little bit too far to the right, meaning he had to start the which he might this is the backup that he couldn't do just now. Oh. He messed it up and the gate closed anyway. So if the gate is not closed yet, you can actually back it up and not leave the room. Leaving the room takes a couple of seconds every time because of the door transition. There he goes, he gets it. And meanwhile, Darkrid actually passed him.
Yeah, took advantage of that. Those are some really good quick drops for Darkrid.
Yeah, he did the same thing just now, actually. Very nice tech. Snake having a little bit of issues there with his Mog Ball again, but doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, and I feel like it might have been worth that he didn't get the Mog Ball there, or kept his momentum, because it looked like he would have hit the lettuce leaf.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, have you seen the charge beam artwork?
Charge beam artwork. The
Yeah,
little dude. You mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Have you
like a
seen the
bug
official
kind
artwork?
of thing, right?
Yeah, it's. I thought it was like a big mouth.
I used to think it was a moon or something, but then it happened to be just a little weird bug and like with a pointy head. I see we're 32 seconds into this race.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if we can get this crop so we can see the hours.
Oh, snake. 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 Snake for sure going in. So it looks like Snake is wants to go new route for fun. I guess he's really. Maybe Snake does know that Darkrid could pretty much take him, and is just gonna opt to try to run something for fun. So close, so close. He's gonna do new route. New route is a toughie. So he's almost there. So I mean, Snake isn't really doing anything that's super out of the ordinary. It's just not expected. But obviously, this means that Darkrid has a lot of has a huge time lead right now if Snake were to give up. All right, well, Darkrid has already finished Great off. Is he gonna commit to Red Tower? Or is he gonna be Red Tower for a reason? Ooh, Snake. What are we doing, Snake? What's going on? He's so close. He's so close. Just almost gonna make it. Darkrid. There we are. Woo! Snake made it up. It doesn't get any easier from here, though. Oh! Well.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a new one. Darn. Yeah, that's
Yeah, well, that's a. Yeah. So with that, I believe Snake's trying to forfeit his race.
I didn't quite forfeit yet because he used a colon instead of a period to start to command.
Oh, so his colon forfeit.
But in chat, he's saying uno más.
Uno
Let's
mas.
do it. He's going. He's
Yeah,
going
he
for
is.
it.
We're gonna have another 5 kills on BT. Poor BT. Even you were disrespecting him earlier.
BT is getting wrecked here.
So he's off. Snake. Not giving up. It's pretty much running like ghastly percent.
Darkrid just going all out here. He's on fire.
Yeah, that's not fair.
It's Norfair. Sorry, I didn't process that until just now. Oh god.
Yeah, that was a little too cosmic. That's levels. It was layered like lasagna.
Oh, that Kojak by Darkrid.
Yeah.
He was lucky to have another super there, but he could have left the through the door at the bottom and just came back for another one. But still not something you want to see. He wants the super now. He doesn't need one, but he wants one. There you go.
Oh, true. Yep.
Because the door is pink, so you can also hit it with 5 missiles. But because you want to farm afterwards anyway, he opted to farm now and just hope for some supers.
Some more speed booster here for Darkrid. Since Darkrid does have a more of a commanding lead, I wonder if he might opt to take some sort of safety save
Yeah.
this time around.
Is this time you won't be able to submit this as a PBE anyway because basically skipped series. So it doesn't really matter for his PB time. And saving may definitely mean winning the race at this point. Even if he dies.
Yeah, I understand that some runners also try to treat these as just attempts to PB, actual runs. Some treat them as no resets. All in all, it's just more experience with the route, and of course, as
Oh, that was interesting. I thought he fell down, but the flame boosted him onto the platform, and then he fell down on the other side. Because I don't think he expected it either. And Snake going in to fight BT a third time. Darkrid giving up on that dumb jump. Let's go the long way around. It's not even that much longer, it's just a little bit longer. How much time does that save, would you say? 5 seconds or so?
Maybe like 4? Oh no, 5 seems right actually. Yeah, because you'd have to go around.
Yeah, I don't know about the door transition.
Yeah, the door transition is what makes the most of it. Nah. You're right. It should be like 5 seconds.
Yeah, so if you fall down that room, bunch of times than going the normal intended way by going through the door is actually faster. We can actually see Snake's inputs at the bottom of his screen because he's playing an emulator. It seems like he has B as shoot, A is jump. No wait, B is dash maybe. Wait, is it?
X, yeah, B is dash.
X is shoot, B is dash, A is jump.
So he's playing with my, with the might be default. Depends on if we see item select on my
Item select on select. That's like the only thing I don't understand when people use that.
Yeah, using select to select. That sounds so backwards.
Darkrid shot there, hit a Ripper, so he had to shoot again. But he missed the shot, so having a little bit of issue there. Oh. This is another place where, personally I took ice with me until I had a 54. And ice makes this part so much easier because you can just freeze those little rippers and stand on them. It does take a little bit of time to get ice, but for me, it's worth it. Because I'd spend more time falling down there than getting ice.
And on top of that, ice doesn't even take that long.
Yeah, it's 10 seconds or so, maybe?
It's actually less because all you really have to do is unequip. Oh, well, you have to equip it again. Never mind. So yeah, like 8 seconds or something. I forgot about equipping it again. Unless you never unequip it.
Snake. Going for the reserve. And some extra missiles. Darkrid falling off of the other side of the platform there.
So maybe Snake is definitely going to be having an attempt at new route again.
And some extra missiles.
Darkrid, okay. Power bomb, and should be on his way. Oh, is he gonna save?
Maybe taking a save? Yeah. Okay, going back to the ship.
Yeah, because again, Phantoon is one of the most killer bosses, so. I didn't hear the save though, so I guess he just wanted the refill.
I see some people talking in chat about getting ice. So I got early ice, meaning I got ice before Bubble Mountain when I did it, plus Spacer until 54. And basically that meant that my Bubble Mountain was the Red Tower Here, my boss fights, I didn't have to do any X Factor strats. I would just 3 or 4 round Fantoon with my beam combo. Same for Batoon, like just shooting him with the beam. And I feel like it just helped in so many different places where, yes, optimally, it's a lot slower to pick those beams up earlier, but it saved me a lot of time in more than one place. It's not just about Red Tower.
Yeah, it also pretty much saves you the stress from getting tilted at a specific point just because you don't know how to do a certain room because you skipped out on picking up ice or something. Ice usually tends to be the major one.
Yeah. Like again, I was always for just being able to move smoothly through the game, and I didn't really care about doing the fastest strats as long as I could keep moving all the time. So I also took grapple until a pretty late point in the game, and a lot of safeties. Didn't do zip skip immediately, stuff like that. And then eventually I would learn it and then drop it. Like I would first be sure that I'm comfortable with it before actually dropping the item. Oh, that was a pretty nice X Factor. If that would have killed Fantoon, I think. Yeah, for sure. He only needed one more missile.
I feel like maybe the turnaround kind of made it weird for him.
Snake at Kraid once more. With some extra missiles this time. Huh, that was so fast.
That was a good fight.
Honestly, I think this fight... so he took the reserve and some extra missiles. And I think the time he took to do that actually saved him more time on this great fight compared to his last one than if he would have skipped it. Nice little D-boost. Darkrid trying to farm here a little bit. A bit low on health. He needs that for bowling and maybe also for the attic, depending on his strat.
Yeah, plus coming out of Wreck Ship with a lot of energy kind of helps so that you don't die to a crab on accident as you're trying to go down to Red Tower.
Oh, yeah. Those crabs do a lot of damage. And then after that, you also have Batoon to worry about.
Okay.
Honestly, everything in this game is connected like that. If you're low on health exiting Fantoon, this is gonna haunt you all the way up to Batoon, which is, what, 6 minutes later or so? 5-6 minutes later?
From
Fantoon? Yeah.
It's... Let's see what time I get there. Yeah, that's right. 6 minutes. Like for some strats, you do have to keep in mind not just your energy, but your ammo as well.
Darkrid actually going back to farm again, because I think it's because he's low on supers, and maybe he just wants that extra health anyway. Not getting any supers though. Oh, come on. Pancakes. Oh, no, wait, he's full? No, he's not full on supers. He needs... Yeah, you should have 10. I'm confused there for a second. At least he has the health now, and he's gonna get... he has basically 3 supers he can pick up along the way. So that should help him.
And if he really wants, he could do whatever Snake did and pick up the supers over at Aqueduct. Or maybe even Crab.
Yeah, Crab supers or Aqueduct supers. Just have a little bit extra firepower there.
I mean, maybe he would want to because Darkrid was the one that used supers on Ridley.
Darkrid's bowling pee break taking a little bit too long here.
Yeah.
It actually happened during my last race. Well, not at bowling, but after series. There's a little cutscene as well. I was looking at the restream and kind of just... I wasn't focused at all, and then I stood on the ship for maybe 2-3 seconds longer than I could.
It's like,
oh, it's not ready to start yet.
It's like, oh, I'm racing? I better check myself out.
There's just those... the cutscenes are like just a little bit too long for you to stay focused at that point. Like, you want to look at your chat, maybe. You want to look at... well, whatever is going on at the restream, maybe in the IRC. You might want to go check your social media even. And then suddenly you have to go again. Like, oh damn.
Yeah.
But the cutscenes are up to a minute each time, which is pretty long. If you've seen them a bunch of times.
That's just enough to get you nice and settled.
I recently saw a task where they cut out all of the basically all of the downtime in the game. So anytime you don't have over semis, and I guess a G4 maybe, they just cut all of that out, and it looks really weird, especially because of there not being any missions. Suddenly made the game a lot faster.
Yeah, it really throws me off when that happens. It feels like I'm watching splice runs, pretty much.
Snake at Wave Beam, Darkrid on his way to Meridia again. Snake tried that jump once and then fell down, immediately opted to go through the door at the bottom. Not bothering with trying to jump up again.
Looks like Darkrid wants to conserve a little bit energy, sparking higher than usual. Because yeah, Shine Sparks do cost a little bit of energy. So you want to be careful with that one. Oh, but here we have the play that Darkrid always chooses to make.
Ah.
Oh.
I thought he was going to pick up the supers for a second, but then
yeah,
go left anyway. Trying to short charge here.
I think he just wanted to play with the snails.
Different setup that time. You hit maybe one particle?
Yeah, just one.
Someone's hitbox, please.
Just always so bad. Because he's always moving and suddenly...
Yeah, basically you can't hit him on his body, just on face. And sometimes even when you hit his face, it just doesn't hit. The game's just like, yeah, no, that definitely did not hit.
It could be a clear shot and you're like, nope, you hit the body.
Yeah. That was
Not good what
definitely
you
the
said.
wall and not his face. He was like, what? How?
It's like when, like if you're watching sports, I don't know much about sports, but whenever the referee makes a bad call, yeah, that's Spatoon. He's the worst referee. See, like, how does that hit? I mean, it's a good call because at least Spatoon is dead,
Yeah.
but still.
It's like, how did that hit and that other shot did not? Like, that's just unfair. I was a little bit scared for darkrid there. Falling into the sand there. I mean, if you fall into the sand there and turn around, you can actually sink through it and end up in a different room. You don't want that to happen at all. Using his echoes to farm. It's pretty fast. Good strats.
Darkrid wants a really safe fight as well.
Snake
Dre.
actually has ice this time.
Maybe he forgot last time? I don't know.
Maybe just going for some safer strats this time. Look at how easy that room is if you have ice. No issues whatsoever.
Yep. Real ice. Realize. Realize. It's just food for thought. Alright, darkrid. Let's see. Ooh, nice D-boost for Snake.
Hey, he nailed that last time too. The Snake has been putting in his practice, you can tell.
Yeah. I think him and Hockey really love this room. They practice the D-boost.
This is the only room they practice.
Yeah.
Alright, darkrid once more in Dragon's room. I'm not sure if he took a save.
Yeah, not again. Mm-mm.
That was good height. Oh,
So it's
Gets
just a good
hit.
grab, he's fine. Okay, good.
oh, that would have been such a good spark if he sparked right.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get the timing and the height right when Dragon is actually swooping and not gooping. Because you basically already have to be in the air in front of her when like before she's even on screen. You have to kind of estimate when she's gonna be there.
Yeah, especially when she starts swooping pretty fast.
Diagonal spark. Waiting it out. Let's go. Nope. Oh, come on, Dragon. Stop. Thank you.
Oh, this is a good one. Oh, well, still, he has a lot of missiles, so this could be...
Hit those missiles. Oh, nice.
Man, that, like, right at the end.
He missed a lot of missiles there, but eventually, just in time, with his last missiles, killed her. The Snake sparking across the moat. It's gonna do another spark right now.
It's good of him that he shot in air to break spin.
he goes. He shot again, but he had his supers selected already. He wasted a super, but that's okay because he had full supers.
Yeah, just showing the disrespect to Fantoons. Like, I can beat you with 0 or with 1. Darkrid's making a really good decision to be farming the CAC attacks right now because he will need them for progression.
Yeah, he will need all 4 of these supers he has right now. Where is it? 1 for the door into the toilet, what we call the toilet, is a little pipe. Another for a gate, then 1 for the door to ice, and then the last one for the last green door in the game, actually. A little bit before Ridley. Snake in his fight versus Fantoon. Let's see how he does.
Since he does have ice this time around, I wonder if he's gonna 2-2-2-2 and then do a charge shot.
Doesn't look like it. Seems like he's just playing it safe and trying to shoot as many misses as possible.
Well, at least he has the reserve, so don't know if he filled it up. I don't know how much he has.
Well, I just hope it's more than 12 right now. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's good.
He should. Yeah, he's fine.
Fantoon is almost dead. There you go.
Nice. Alright, and we have Darkrid, heck bent on revenge. Should be over at Ridley soon. Okay. Darkrid on his way to ice. And Snake ready to escape wreck ship. But opted to farm a little, which again, it's not a bad idea. Considering that there is bowling still.
The attic, bowling, Botswoon. So many things that require health. Oh.
That was going to be a good height.
Yeah. Snake tried to spark all the way to the left there in this very horizontal room, killing all the enemies on the way, and finishing that room really, really fast. But he, when he tried to spark, he actually accidentally bonked into the enemy, and he wasn't able to set it off.
Oh, darker with the skip.
Dark with the D boost. We need another power bomb at some point if he blows up the pillars, but we'll see what he does.
Yeah. Just so long as he doesn't pick up the power bombs, a shame. Don't wanna ring
He
that
may well
bell.
have to. He's gonna try. Yeah, he's gonna try to spark here, so he doesn't actually need the power bombs. Oh, did you bonk the door?
Yeah, he bunked.
So now he's gonna be one power bomb short, no matter what he does. So he's either gonna hope for a god farm, or go to Firefleet to pick up, I guess, an E-tank and some power bombs, or pick up the power bombs. A shame.
For sure, with the E-tank, he will have a much more comfy fight. And the rematch against Ridley.
Seems to be going down, not picking up the E-tank. Ooh. That first key hunter did not hit him. Oh, he's opting to save this time. So last time he died to Ridley, and this is the last save. He's just playing it safe right now.
Again, having just a... Okay, cool. Having just this healthy lead should be enough reason for him to play much more safe.
Here's the power bombs. A shame.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
I have heard Hockey call them the power bombs of necessity instead of the power bombs of shame. Because you only take them if you really need them. I thought that was a little bit of a friendlier name for those power bombs.
Friendlier. We know what they are. Shame. No, honestly, if you have to take them, kind of helps. They're just not that far out of the way. They're just, the power bombs of convenience.
Convenience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we see darkrid going for a farm here, and as Fruit Bat Salad pointed out in chat, so he needed the extra power bomb, and now opting to farm. Adding that together actually takes longer than he would have taken if he would have gone right. And basically, you go into a room called Fire Flea. You can pick up an E-tank there, which is a free refill, extra health for the fight. And there's Fire Fleas in the room. They always drop, or 99% drop, power bombs. You might want some supers. Starting his fight off with that sometimes.
There's that tail.
Damn, Ridley's tail. It's 20 charge shots darkrid needs to do right now.
I usually just find it like good practice to try to count the shots out loud.
I definitely count my shots after Ridley turns bright red, which is right now. Because after that, it's only 9 more shots. Like if you lose count before that, it's fine. But at that point, you really do wanna know when he's dead. All these shots. Using supers now.
Okay. Yeah, when he's a pogo, it's a good idea. Should be dead, actually.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, Luke's dead. Good job. Darkrid gets his revenge. Oh, Snake is gonna get some more supers here, I suppose. Give him that last super. Give it to him. Farm, please.
What a stingy
he did
thing.
have his ice beam turned on, so the farm takes a little bit long. You need 2 shots instead of 1, so it looked longer than it actually was, but it was still kind of stingy from those bugs.
Playing super safe, just spaceship it across, taking it slow, taking his time.
I know Darkrid has a lot of power bombs, which actually makes this segment quite fast. If he opts to use them. Snake taking a save this time, right before the Dragon fight. Oh, super into a blue door.
Yeah, I guess you could say he really blew it away. Anyway.
I felt like we had a really good time in commentary like the past, I don't know what it is, 10 minutes, she started making puns again. I don't know.
Okay. Is that the only time that the commentary picked up? And the entire time you were carrying me?
The entire time. Alright, let's see Snake's fight.
Is
A
it
little bit
because
early on the spark, but I think he still hit her.
you'll have to excuse Mel? She thinks she's Dragon and thinks he can pick me up. There you go. It's that easy. Let's go, Snake. Oh, Darkrid. On his way out of Lower Norfair.
Dragon is just swooping. Ah, there. Alright. Pumping that ammo.
This
He
is
should
so
be
close.
really close right now. Trying to go for another spark. Maybe just get a blue suit. Nah.
9 missiles and 2 soups. Should be enough.
Right? Oh, there it is.
I swear, Dragon gets like an extra health or something.
Yeah. Just when she's
It's
swooping,
so-
she actually regenerates health or something. People don't realize that, but she does.
Oh, so that's what it is. My God. Just like another Ridley. Hey, so would this count for slowest win ever?
It would, actually. I think our slowest win is 38 or something like that. So this is definitely
A world
if
record.
one of them finishes, it would be the slowest win. We're gonna assume one of them will, and preferably both.
Yeah, of course, both of them.
Yeah, I think that was a 138 something. What do you call? Let me look it up.
Oh, right, when the runners didn't want him to go to sleep. Ugh. That's all right. Well, I did commentary for him.
What time was it?
What time was what?
Yeah, I found it. So it was Drake versus Darkrid. And Drake won with a 138.07. Darkrid finishing with a 157.50, which looks about the time he might get this time as well. Maybe a little bit faster than that.
Okay, Darkrid is in. Get to chill.
This is another one of those plays where you have to wait a very, very, very long time. But luckily, you can actually play around a little bit in this room, having still being in control over Samus.
Yeah, fastest way to wait here is by waiting faster and arm pumping. I think that's what you do, right?
Mm-hmm. Arm pumping makes everything in the game faster.
Yeah.
Like if you're falling down, arm pump. If you're waiting, arm pump.
If you're shine sparking like Mela does, arm pump.
If you're mock, arm pump.
If you're deboosting.
We did have deaths by both runners too. Sadly, both of them died at Ridley, and then Snake actually took another death in Heckway while going new route.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, honestly, round of applause to both runners for the sportsmanship, you know, being able to follow through with the run and, you know, just having a good old-fashioned race.
Darkrid looking good on ammo here. The D-boost? Is he gonna do it?
Is it- Nice! I love that D boost. That was actually pretty fast too.
Doing a D-boost is basically just like if you notice you got hit in the previous room, you just hold left and jump while falling down. You'll D-boost right into the next one.
Yep.
Snake picking up some extra power bombs that he needs. He should be fine now. Dark with an attempt at baby skip, but that's it. Darkrid doing that, that saves in game time, right? That
Yes.
pause? Yeah.
No save from Darkrid. Feeling extra secure. Even
I'm not sure if he took a refill at the ship. Maybe he saved there?
Yeah.
First try zip skip. Using that rink as a little platform for. Because why not?
So I find it's a smart idea to kill the Rinkas.
Alright, he's in there. Ooh. Snake falling down. Mixed up that time. I assume he'll go for the E-tank again. Yeah. And this is 20 charge shots once more for Dark. Just like the Ridley fight. And they'll have to make sure that he has over 3 E-tanks left at the end. So 301 or more. Double hit. Okay. Okay,
I
she's
hate. Yeah. I hate charge shot timings. They're the worst. Oh, it starts off bad timing. Snake is gonna save. Okay,
My
got
brain is so loud.
I mean, she is. She's so naggy. She's just like a really angry mom. Kind of telling you to stop playing the video games. Stop playing your Nintendo. She's a run ender.
That power bomb placement by Snake was perfect. If we would have put it a little bit further to the right, the gap would actually not have opened. And the power bomb's a shame, but it just barely worked out.
Phase 3 should be starting just about now.
Rip the baby. Let's go. Snake moving into his second Ridley fight.
He's so happy. Look at all those space jumps. And the disrespect on Mother Brain's
The
face.
disco twerk.
Yeah. Go. Snake. Landing some really good shots. All right, and GG to darkrid. Finishing up with an official SRL time of 1:56:53.
GG to darkrid.
So quiet. This is Super Metroid. All right, joining us for a commentary. Just kidding. No, for an interview is darkrid. Any moment now if he wants.
I am utterly offended by both those runs, but GG.
Good game, darkrid.
I had a feeling Ridley was going to be very rude because I actually haven't practiced him nor Mother Brain in so long.
I'm sorry about the first run dying like that. Yeah, I saw
that Ridley, I was just like, why am I playing so badly? I should know how this fight goes. Stay towards the top. But yeah, I'm not sure how this would have gone otherwise, but it seems like Snake probably would have beaten me had his Ridley didn't go the same.
Yeah, Ridley was really weird with the patterns. Because yeah, you went in full and stacked. I didn't see any possible way of.
I was dropping so many shots. I was like, why?
That's why I say that I do hate charge shots. They're just the absolute worst. The timing. You try to go fast, but you end up releasing your shot too early, and so thus you have to charge your shot one more time. That costs like a second and a half.
Yeah. My MV was pretty bad too, but I was like, how am I gonna handle this if I get hit? And then I got hit by one catch and I was like, please tell me you're dead.
But either way, at least you can tell now, especially seeing how that race went in the first run, at least, how much time you have to save. Should be a confidence booster.
I should have, if I had PB'd / finished, I think I probably would have had a sub hour today for sure.
Oh,
like, that felt good.
What a way to have been able to finish the tourney like that. I mean, but still, I feel like it counts because you're fully capable of doing it, and so any of these runs, you're pretty much due for a sub hour.
That's if I ever want to come back to any percent. Or, well, Super Metroid in general, because it's starting to burn out on me. But that is my goal, to get at least sub hour, and then I'll be off for a little while.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sub hour is a good goal, though.
Mm-hmm. See, I have already decided, once I get a sub 55, I'm gonna do one successful run of... Alright. PKRD. Or Phantom Ridley Kraid Dragon. I'm only gonna do a single run of that.
Just one, just to beat it as a challenge.
Well, I mean, it's a free PV at that point.
That's right. Yeah, that's the right way to approach it.
So, I think, yeah, so this was your last race.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I won at least one, but I'm not so sure how I should feel about winning this one, because we both had our issues.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you race the way you race, you know? It's, we saw Snake waving at the fish just now.
Yeah, darkrid killed it.
Yes, sorry, Stephanie. That's a pact I've made with myself. If the run is bad, I shoot Snake.
Oh.
Sorry.
Darn. It's a sacrifice. But anyway, what were you gonna say, Mello?
I don't remember.
It's about sub hour and about the run. Him winning only one.
Oh, yeah, I don't feel like you should feel bad about winning this one. You could still win. It's fair. Plus, you were on a really, really good pace in your first run, so.
Yeah, I was hoping Snake was as well, and I was like, let's hope we both get PVs on this one, because...
Yeah.
I don't think either of us are going to be continuing on, even if one of us won.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, make the best of the match. Like, I got all those debuffs, and I'm like, some of these I don't even know how. One of the rooms I've always had an issue with is actually Wave, though.
The double room?
Yeah, those platforms always get me sometimes.
Yep.
That's one of the worst rooms in the game for sure. It just keeps getting you both on the way in and on the way. That's
Yeah,
why
the one on the entrance, like, that was really good, but then the second part was bad. I was like, of course it's when I get a good start that it goes bad after.
I think we also mentioned it, like, with Dragon. You know, you get your short charges
Oh, no.
when she's swooping, but whenever she gets... when you luck out when you get that goop pack, yeah, you're not gonna get your short charge because...
Yeah.
See,
just the way-
actually, there's an old strat I used to use because I couldn't get short charges with Dragon. I actually goop sparked her all the time. Because I really could not get that short charge in particular.
Yeah.
But this time I decided to play it safe because I have died twice to her in this tournament because of Shine Sparking into her.
Yeah.
Chain damage sucks.
It's a deadly fight.
I think Dragon is definitely killed, like, the most in this tournament out of all of the bosses.
Yeah, I think 3 of my matches I've died to Dragon.
Yeah, I've also died to her.
Any other thoughts that you might have had, darkrid? Thank you for participating.
Nothing other than I reached my goal, which was win at least one match.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got that.
Yeah. Oh god, I hope his Metroid rooms are way better than mine.
It's just Metroid rooms. They're just bad. I've never really practiced them when I was
trying to push my times. I always save those for last.
Yeah, I messed up my Metroid Room 1 and I was like, is this even how you're supposed to do this ever? My Room 3, I missed only one super, otherwise that one could have been better, and then I got that Rinka deboost completely by accident. I was like, oh, well, if it's gonna be free today, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I
Oh,
got hit. Well, I guess I'm gonna hold left and jump then. That's the
that
only way I ever get that deboost is by accident.
interesting.
Yeah.
Snake is showing off that you can kill Metroids, by the way, with power bombs.
Yeah, 3 power bombs will kill them.
Isn't it
Waiting
still
for the
always
Rinka.
faster?
Good attempt. What was that, Darkrid?
Isn't it always faster to place a bomb instead of a power bomb at that point, though? Or does it really not matter?
Yeah, if you want to get the if you want to kill the Metroids fast, it's faster. Get them off with the bomb and then just using a super, ice and a super. But it kind of depends on how comfortable you are with getting the Metroid off. Because if your timing is just a little bit off, you might not actually like the Metroids might stay on and you might die. So some people just do use power bombs for safety.
Hmm. Looks like he grabbed extra items, I see.
Yes, he did. He went to get so the reserve and some missiles behind the early supers, and he got I think aqueduct supers.
Supers, yep.
And the missiles there as well.
Huh, interesting.
And Firefly?
Oh, and Firefly, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of extra items. At least now it should be a very easy fight for him.
Hopefully.
I guess for the last race of the tournament, you really would hope to be able to finish.
Yeah, that's why I don't blame him for this. Like, I saw he was about to forfeit, but then he ended up didn't, and I was like, oh, okay.
First try zip skip.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, we both got that.
Yeah, you did too.
Got a little stuck in there for a bit. I was like, please don't.
Your mother brain fight was a little bit scary with ketchup hit. Like the ketchup beam hit you and you got hit twice. And then
I
you
hit
were
twice?
low on
Oh,
health.
no. I didn't even realize
Yeah, then you
that.
were really low on health, but then
See, I'm actually worried most on this phase because of the low ammo count. Which is why I actually refilled at the ship.
yeah,
The
definitely
soft
makes
lock.
sense.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not soft locking today. But yeah, I usually expect to take
Oh my
only
God.
one ketchup hit, and that's it. Oh my god, what are you doing?
Did a little
Ice
ice
shield.
dance thing.
I have fought MB with ice shields before. Not fun, don't do it.
Yeah, it's bad. Mellow, during my first attempts at low percent ice, she'd say, "Oh, you should ice shield and kill your runs."
Oh,
Ooh, can still take one more as long as he doesn't take the. Yeah, but I think it's good.
should be fine. Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, my mother brain fights are usually killed because I end up doing that too many times. I'm like, this is why I'm gonna start jumping into her head now, because it's like, it's not like I have that much health drain anyway.
At least with jumping into the head, you get more of a. Not only do you get knockback, but it's harder for you to stay hugged onto Mother Brain. Also, something I do want to point out is thank you to chat. I know that everyone's used to seeing top tier runners compete and pull off all these swag strats and stuff, but at the very same time, it's awesome to be able to show that there's runners out there that are trying to improve themselves, and newer runners in this case, and they're putting in the effort, and just the stuff that you say in chat, the support that you show is enough to make them want to keep going. So hope that's been a good experience for viewers too. Now Snake on the escape. That's a rap bar, by the way.
Got stuck in the gate there. Kind of closed on top of him.
Yeah, those gates. Got you gated.
I guess if anything memorable comes out of this is that, yeah, congrats on the slowest win out of all the matches that we've had. Oh, what? Okay, I was.
Live split messing with me.
Snake is
Oh, I know I forgot to do something. No. I intended to save the animals as well.
But at least Snake did it for you.
Yeah, Snake's saving it for both of us.
See? At least someone in Super Metroid has your back. That's the beauty of it.
And GG to Snake as well here, finishing with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 5 seconds. Looks like he's gonna come in.
Hey,
Yo, what's up,
Hello.
Snake?
what's
Good
up?
game, Snake.
Hey, good game, Rid. Thank you.
Yeah.
for rebooting.
That was an impressive race.
Oh man,
The
I was-
death at Ridley, I was like, well, had you had saved, I wouldn't have unforfeited it. But since you were restarting the ship as well, I was like, you know what? That's a fair unforfeit for me.
oh, 100%. I'm glad that you went on to win. Yeah, I should have taken that safety save, but I actually forgot.
I actually did as well. I was gonna save it Ridley too, that I just
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah, that was kind of a rough start for the first run, but second one I wanted to see if I could do new route, and I died to a Zebo.
You died to a Zebo?
Yeah, I had health from taking damage from Thresh. That was funny.
Oh man.
Joke's on me though. I would have got to the top of Mo and been totally stopped. I can't do the horizontal bomb jump or continuous wall jump, but I would have tried.
Yeah, what would you have done? Would you just have continued that and hoped you would get it, or would you at some point turn around and just do ult route anyway?
So I've gotten horizontal bomb jump a couple times,
Okay.
but I'm not all.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
Yeah,
Then I had a while. And then I was like, nah, I'll just do it normal.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you both were really close at the start of the, like it was kind of going back and forth. Maybe up to Kraid. I think darkrid got the kill and then Snake didn't, and then after that, darkrid was in the lead up to Ridley, of course.
When I came and I saw that you were at like what wasteland or so, and I was like, oh okay, is this where we're at? Like I was having a feeling you were a little ahead of me at that point because of my slow Dragon. But when I was at Ridley, I was actually ahead.
I had a terrible Fantoon, one of the worst I've ever had.
Yeah, I got 2 of my X Factors to hit, but that was the first time in a little while. I was like, okay.
It's nice. Congratulations,
I have not been able
man.
to get those X Factors in a while, so.
I can't wait to see sub hour for us both. I know it's coming soon. Can tell from your movement, man. You're playing really well.
It was potential this time. Like, had my boss fights gone a little bit better, and I wasn't being a little too weary on my bot. Twin was terrible, but Dragon, I had decided not to do a spark into her with as low health as I did, because I did not want chain damage to kill me.
Yeah, good move.
Yeah, I think both of you were really close to sub-hour right now. So darkrid, you said that you might not want to continue after that, or maybe take a break. How do you feel about that, Snake? Are you going to keep going after getting sub-hour, or?
Oh, I'll push for 55. My sum of best is 55 something right now, so I think I can get sub.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, this game's really good.
Yeah, that's fair. I've actually just been playing it for so long, like randomizers, Metroid.
For
now
sure.
I started recently to do this.
I'm hecka new.
On for this
so.
one.
It's not stale yet. And then if I get sick of old route, I'll learn new route.
Yeah, I'm actually also thinking of learning RBO to see if that's gonna fix how I feel about it.
Yeah, RBO looked fun. I thought about joining the tourney. I don't have any preparation, so I'd get smoked.
See, if I were to join that, I'd be in the same boat. Like, honestly, I've gotten pretty far in RBO. I got up to Firefleet E-Tank, and I was like, you know, I might actually come back to this. Because as bad as Lord Warfare is, when you actually start running it, you start to realize it's not as hard as it looks. It's just very, very timed.
I've heard people say RBO is easier than new route as long as you just take the right safeties.
Well, thanks, Mello and
Sure
Antinomy for the commentary. Appreciate you guys coming in.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this match because
I'm gonna watch the VOD back. I gotta watch that classic Sephi comedy and the Mello critical commentary. It'll be good.
Yeah, I gotta hear if Sephi judged me for killing his fish.
I just do.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get my house ready for company. But thank you for everybody being here for the race, and it was really fun.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, thank you guys for hosting the tournament.
Yeah.
Of course. We're looking forward to seeing both your sub-hour times coming soon.
Oh,
Definitely keep us updated with that.
Maybe
and
later
thanks for
tonight.
Participating.
Thank you. See you later.
See ya. All right. Unless darkrid has something to say, or Sephi?
Good for now. No, yeah. GG, everybody. And
Nothing other than good luck to everyone else in the tournament. Since I'm assuming there's going to be a bracket after the Swiss.
Yes. We're going to move into a top 16 bracket single elimination after this.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Now that I'm out of the tournament, I might be able to put in some commentaries.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to that. Alright. Well then, all there's left to say is thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to the runners for putting up a nice show for us today. And we'll see you next time.